I just wanted to make this little video today because I had a hospital appointment on Friday, this Friday just gone, and it was my first appointment since I was discharged from hospital at the beginning of January. And it's basically a follow-up appointment, just making sure that I am maintaining everything and that my lung function's still at a good point, and I'm doing my physio and treatments and I'm eating well and my weight hasn't dropped or anything. So I thought it'd be a good idea to run through what happened at the appointment, and also I've got some of my treatments and stuff here next to me, so I thought I could go through a couple of the different things that I have to do and a lot of other people with the illness have to do on a daily basis. So I'll quickly run through my appointment. So I went up there Friday, and normally we spent about 6 or 7 hours up there, so it's quite a long day. My dad came up with me this time, and we saw, normally you see your doctor, you see your nurse, you see your physio and a dietitian as well. And first of all, this time I saw my physio, and they go through your treatments and how you're clearing your chest and, you know, what exercise you're doing and stuff. So you talk to them for a while and they just check up on everything again, make sure that you're doing what you should be doing. And then saw the doctors and the nurse and everything. And so I had my lung function done, which is pretty normal for when you go up to a hospital trip when you have cystic fibrosis. I mean, lung function is probably the most important thing that you have done, as that's the main way that I guess your lung health is monitored. Is it basically just measures the oxygen in your chest, and it's like a peak flow sort of thing, and like how much oxygen is in there and how quickly you can push all the air out, and how basically your chest capacity, I guess. So I had that done, and my doctor, after it was done, they had a look at it, and unfortunately it's dropped. My lung function's dropped 10%, which is quite a big drop, considering that I've only been out of hospital for a month and a half. So for me that's quite a quick drop, and it's quite a sudden drop as well. It's not the best news because I was feeling good. I thought that my lung function would be quite high, so it was a bit of a shock to me, but we spoke to my doctor and everything, and when you go up to hospital as well, the doctors or the physio, they take away your INEB, which is this little thing here, and it's INEB is something that we use to do our treatments through. So it comes with a little set here, and you basically put it together, and it's like a vape, I guess, and you just put your treatment through it. It's just more of like a complicated vape that you can inhale your nebulized antibiotics through. So this is really important to bring to a hospital admission, because you can see on the bottom it's got a little plug bit here, and the physios put that into a machine or a laptop, and it can tell them how often you've been doing your treatments. So it's really good for them because they can keep an eye on you, and you can't really lie about if you've been doing it or not. So they did these, and I'm really bad at doing my treatment anyway, and I've always struggled with doing what I should be doing because it's just so easy to sweep it under the carpet, and I'm really bad at doing that. I'm really bad at pretending that everything's fine and that I'm normal and I don't need to do this stuff. And it's okay to begin with, like when I first came out of hospital, it's okay, but then it catches up with you clearly as my lung function has dropped. So I have been doing my treatments, but I haven't been doing them twice a day, every day, like I should be doing. So my doctor had a chat with me about that, and then kind of basically said, in a way, it's your own fault that your lung function has dropped, which it is, and I know that it is up to me to do my treatments. No one can make me do them. Everyone can help, and the doctors and my parents are there to help, and friends and stuff, but at the end of the day it has to be me that just kind of cracks on and does it because I need to. But yeah, so that's one thing that I think hasn't helped with my lung function. with my lung function dropping quite a bit. And obviously, like I said in a video I made before, with cystic fibrosis, age is such a big thing, and it only gets harder to maintain your illness as you get older. So as I'm getting older, it's getting more and more important that I do my nebulizers, you know, twice a day. I'm actually supposed to do them 4 times a day, but I struggle fitting that much in. So I've made a plan with my doctors and my physios to kind of do this twice a day, my pulmozyme treatment, which helps to thin all the mucus in your chest and make it easier to clear. So you're supposed to do that twice a day. Through my little my set here, they go together, and the pulmozyme comes in a packet like this. So pulmozyme's just, most people use pulmozyme. It's a really important drug to use because, like I said, it also decreases inflammation in your chest, so it's good if you have a chest infection or anything like that. So at the minute I'm just trying to do that twice a day, and then in the future, in 2 weeks time, I'm going to work on then involving my amikacin, which is another really important antibiotics. And then the pulmozyme comes in a little, it's like a plastic vial like that, and then you just put that in and it comes out as a vaporized, like a vapor, which you just basically breathe in. And they ask you as well how much physio you're doing. Physio is just as important as nebulizers, probably maybe if anything a bit more important, because you're supposed to clear your airways and get rid of all the mucus and secretions and everything that are in your chest. So physio is really important as well. And that AD is something, it's airway clearance. Again, I mentioned that before in one of my other video. So you just take deep breaths and you breathe out slowly just to get all the air behind everything in your lungs so that you can clear them easier. And an important part of physio, that we have lots of different instruments or devices, I guess, that you use to make your physio a little bit easier. So I have quite a few. None of them really make a difference for me. My chest is always quite difficult to clear. Anyway, it's always been like that. But one that actually does help quite a lot for me is this little thing here, and this is most people I think use this if you have CF. Basically, you have a setting at the bottom there, and you turn the little handle to the setting of how high you want the pressure to be. So when you blow in it, so you put your lips around this bit and then you just blow, and it makes a resistance on your chest so that your lungs have to work a bit harder, therefore, you know, the air has to go a bit deeper into your lungs, aiming to get to all the crevices and stuff so you can clear things out. So that's really popular for physio, and I'm supposed to do this twice a day, which I am quite good at doing my physio because it's quite easy. I just sit here, I can sit when I'm watching TV and just do it. It doesn't take that long, but it's the bit after the clearing which is just really exhausting, and that does take out of me. So that's my treatment and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to work really hard for the next few weeks to try and get my lung function back up, because otherwise I'm going to end up back in hospital, which I really don't want. And I said that to my doctor because it's been such a short time since my last admission, and because of how hard last year was, I don't think I can do that again. So I'm just going to try really hard to I have to be careful with people, you know, I just have to be careful now. But I thought I would just let people know so to get better, for people with illness, to get better you have to do a lot of this. And also I've got all my tablets and stuff in here. I kind of carry around this little pot. This is all my stuff, my important bits. So I've got cough mixture, I've got all my tablets in here, I've got vitamins and stuff, now immune tablets, and you know, just daily vitamins and stuff that you're supposed to take, which are really important as well, and bone stuff. So this is just really, when I go to friends' houses or something, I'll bring this because that is really important stuff. So if I go to your house and I don't bring that, then you need to tell me off, because I always forget. But I'm trying to work on it. So yeah, thank you for watching. And I just thought I would try and highlight some things that are important as well after hospital admissions, and to get lung function back up and how important that is. So hopefully I can do it, I guess,